to the Magpies Collection ASMR. Today, full bloom is happening outside my window. Spring has finally sprung, and to me that always speaks of Ghibli, of the joy and curiosity about the world around you, a sense of community and openness and empathy, and I think we all need a little more of that right now. So I wanted to pull out my set of Studio Ghibli playing cards, do something a little bit different today. I'd like to do a little Ghibli tarot with you all, with some of my mineral and fossils to guide you, whichever card you're drawn to. I have a cup of plum tea to keep me going, as well as some cat-themed caramels from Japan, which I thought were perfectly appropriate for this set of cards from my favorite Ghibli film, Kiki's Delivery Service. So, how this is going to work is I have 3 pairs of crystals or fossils, and I'll tell you a little bit about them. And then whichever pair your heart is drawn to today is the one tied to your tarot. So we'll start off here. We have this beautiful rutilated quartz sphere, which is so bright and airy and shot through with all of these amazing spires that catch the light so gorgeously. I think it's very clear and bright and shiny. Hope and perhaps perception and joy, which is paired today with this lovely selenite wand, which just shines with its own light. It's full again of direction, movement, catching that light, a bright and joyous purpose. Very clear, full of energy and full of life. Our second pair here is perhaps a bit more moody and introspective. So we have this wonderful smoky quartz point, this natural formation of these really deep, beautiful smoky quartz, almost opaque. They're so dark. Not dark perhaps in a negative or moody way, but perhaps just introspective, full and thoughtful, very natural, very powerful, has quite a presence to it, but still catches that light and has its clear moments. So perhaps a little more purposeful current and where it needs to be right now, and not as focused on movement and kind of the energy that we have in that first pair. And it is paired with this gorgeous iridescent ammonite fossil. So I have a few ammonites in my collection, but this one is very stately. It has that amazing peacock-like shine to it, full of color and depth. It's a cycle. This beautiful shell was once alive and is now here today. It's a fossil in itself. Has that spiral to it, spiral. More, again, introspective, full of thought and taking stock of the current moment, but very vibrant and full of life and color. And then our third pair today, we have perhaps the most diminutive, but no less beautiful, this gorgeous natural fluorite diamond. It's bright, pale color, still so translucent, has more of a playful energy. And very natural, very inhabiting itself, but maybe not as directed, not as purposeful or thoughtful. It's just, this is how it is, full of life and maybe a little bit messier, not as directed, but no less joyful because of that. Paired with this beautiful celestite cluster, rich sky blue, that bright, clear blue of spring, of energy, ready to burst forth new beginnings, but a little more chaotic, a little more caught up in the moment, ready for something to change. And it catches the light, it has some beautiful refraction, full of bright, boundless energy. Alright, so I'll give you a little bit of time here to think while I shuffle the cards. We have our first pair of this rutilated quartz sphere and selenite wand. Our second pair of smoky quartz tower, and our beautiful iridescent ammonite, and our third pair is bright celestite cluster and natural fluorite diamond. So I'll let you think a little bit, and we will shuffle our cards. This one is empty. We'll keep that one out. jumper. I think that one wants to be on top for now. We'll just all right, let's see. I think we'll do this one for our selenite pair with the related quartz. This one here for our fluorite diamond and celestite cluster. And this one here for our smoky quartz and our ammonite. All right. There are no bad choices. Just go with whichever one you feel today. It's not a fortune, it's just a feeling. I'll take a nice sip of my tea. All right, let's start here with number one, our sphere and selenite. Oh, that's amazing. This is the Joker, and we have Kiki and Gigi in the bakery hard at work. So what I feel is this pair is so full of purposeful, directed energy. You're hard at work. You're very focused. And maybe you need, in this springtime, to let that energy loose a little bit. I think we all need a bit of that. Don't let your drive sacrifice your joy. Find those little chaotic moments to bring back some of your magical spark. It's okay if we forget how to fly, but you need to take the time and the peace to bring back a little more of that magic in your life and realize you don't need to have everything all together. That doesn't make you better or worse. Your friends and your family will still care about you if you don't have everything figured out. And just take a little time for you. That's so sweet. And now, if you are drawn to our smoky quartz and our ammonite, let's see what we have for card 2. Oh goodness, at the 10 of diamonds, just Kiki, maybe at her lowest point. Now, it's all right to feel like you're stuck, like you're in a place and you're just focused on that right now. Be full of thoughts and turned inwards, but that doesn't mean it has to be a spiral that leads nowhere. It's all right to be down. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody loses that spark. And sometimes what you really do need is to sit in that a little bit. To feel what you're feeling. To realize that you should care about you and take care of you the way you take care of others. And maybe the things that you took the most importance from in yourself, maybe you need to appreciate the other things. If flying is the one thing that made you special, in your mind. Maybe you need to take a moment and realize all of the other things that everyone else finds special. Being there for people, being thoughtful, creative, resilient even. You don't have to be the best all the time. And just because something isn't working doesn't mean it's something wrong with you. But don't be afraid to be present and take the time you need before breaking out of that spiral. And then, last but not least, if you were drawn to our third pair here, our fluorite diamond and our celestite cluster. Oh, so fun. We have the 4 of spades here, which is Kiki off on her journey. So if you're full of that bright, unfocused energy, potential, don't be afraid to take that leap. Don't be afraid to just start moving in a direction you feel called to. It's a great time in spring. So much energy, so much promise, all of the buds that have spent all winter collecting all of that nutrients, all of that energy and potential, ready to burst free. Take that momentum and try to channel it into something. It can be hard when you're so ready to jump into anything, to actually make that plunge, to commit to something, to maybe have a bit more of that directed energy of that first pair. But it's never the end. You can start a direction and then realize you're not who you thought you were, or maybe there's something a little bit different that you needed. So don't feel afraid of permanence, of making choices. There's so much room to grow. So we should all be proud to take that little leap, but also realize that maybe we're not quite as composed as we think we are. We don't have everything figured out, so be open to the change as well. You may think you're getting into something, but you're going into something entirely different. So you may be full of intuition and just general excitement, but make sure to take stock too, to slow down every so often and say, what am I going to do with this next? Where are we going? Don't be afraid to jump, but maybe make sure you know what direction you're jumping in. So I hope this was a lot of fun. Very light and nothing too intense. I hope the spring is full of that beautiful energy and kindness and heart that we see in all of those wonderful Ghibli films. I hope you can all maybe embrace a bit of the Kiki of it all. That we're all going through something, and we should remember that and be kind to each other. And thank you, everyone.